What equipment for pressure washing do I need to start a pressure washing business? In this video, I'm going to show you what size pressure washer you need, how much feet of pressure wash hose you need, how much garden hose you need, whether we use a downstream injector, an X-Jet, pool shock, a pump up sprayer, a surface cleaner. That's what I'm going to talk to you about in this video of what is the basic equipment do we need to be able to start and grow a pressure washing business. This pressure washer was the very first pressure washer of Pressure Wash Cincinnati. That was my business that I started in 2012. I grew it to over $1 million a year in doing pressure washing. And so how did I do it? From just this here, well, that wasn't my first machine, but that was my first machine literally to start my pressure washing business. I actually upgraded before I started doing pressure washing because I figured out that this little guy wasn't going to do enough. So first off, we need a pressure washer, and we need a pressure washer that is at least 4 gallons a minute or higher. We really need to be able to do it at a higher rate. Now, I know we got this beautiful trailer back here, and you might say, Jason, I want to start out like this. And I understand if you can start out with a trailer, that is amazing. But you're looking at $7,000 to $10,000 time we get this trailer set up. This rig here that I'm going to show you that you can literally put in the back of a Jeep or your pickup, and you will be able to grow a business and start making money right out of the get-go by just having a pressure washer, 100 feet or 150 feet of pressure wash hose, and 100 feet of garden hose. Yes, I said that you couldn't do this. And so first off, again, we need a pressure washer. It needs to be 4 gallons a minute or higher. That is where we will be able to do it. We will need a downstream injector, with a nozzle set. This here is how we can shoot our chemical onto the house. And so this is what we're going to need. On our J-rod, I actually do a little bit different J-rod than what everybody sells on them. So you can do a J-rod where it cuts the chemical on and off by just changing the tip to high pressure. Because the way this thing works is it works through a venturi. And so once the pressure gets so high, then this thing will stop pulling soap and then it will just shoot water. But I don't like that because you can screw up houses and you can damage vinyl siding by using these high pressure tips. So I go back to the bucket and just pull my dip tube out of it from there. And so with this downstream injector, everything's at the pump. I literally can park my Jeep at the curb here and then just put everything out there, and then I can run my garden hose, which that's going to feed my pressure washer, and then I can get 150 feet of pressure wash hose, and then I can do almost all houses without having to roll this pressure washer around by just getting an extra section of 100 feet a year. So from the pressure washer, you're either going to use a downstream injector, and this thing here will go actually right here. It will go right here, and that's way all this here in our chemical will sit out at the road. Now, with our pool shock, we will need pool shock. This is how we clean our pressure washer. This is how we clean vinyl siding. Pool shock, or it's called sodium hypochlorite. Sodium hypochlorite comes in a different strength. You can, in pool shock, it's either going to be 10% or 12.5%. If you get household bleach, you'll be at about 6%. So it's the same ingredient in pool shock versus there. So the other way you can do this is you can get you a $200 M5 X-Jet, and then we just put this in the bucket down here, and then we can move the bucket around and we can do it with this here. I personally like the downstream injector because it sits at the truck and I can just walk back and forth and do that. Next off here, I would recommend to get you 100 feet of 5/8 garden hose, and I would get you 150 feet of this here, a pressure wash hose. Now, the thing about this pressure wash here hose is this here has no wire in it. What? No wire in it. Most pressure washing hoses have 1 or 2 wires in it that run down through there. But this stuff is called Uberflex. I don't know if it's going to show it there, Uberflex. And it works really well. And I'll put links to all this stuff down in the description here. Next deal, we need to have a surface cleaner. This helps with concrete, to be able to clean concrete a lot easier. And then we can even use just a pump-up sprayer. Did you know that you could clean a whole house with just a pump-up sprayer and a garden hose? What, Jason? You're nuts. There's no way you can do that. Oh, yes, you can. Because again, all this pressure washer is doing, we're using low pressure at all times. This pressure washer, when we're cleaning a house, like the house back here, when we're cleaning that house, we're using 100 PSI or less the entire time we're cleaning a house. And so really, we don't even need a pressure washer. We could just do a pump-up sprayer and a garden hose. Or you could check other things. I have a video that I will share at the end where you can build a soft wash system for under $500 and do it that way. Last here is a surface cleaner. Surface cleaner helps with concrete, makes it a lot easier to clean the concrete. Again, we could use this pump-up sprayer, go spray that stuff down, go spray some pool shock down, and then that way we'll make life a lot easier. So go check out this video right here for how to build your soft wash system for under $500. And I'll see you in my next video.